little NBA, talk a little sports, maybe throw a little couple wrinkles in the mix, and we'll be back after this short intermission.
In order to have anything in this world, you must speak up on it. In order to have anything in this world, you must speak up on it. Oh, that you're bumping in Versace, she don't want it. She like it hot just like a coffee in the morning. And if you want it, then you gotta speak up on it. Said if you want it, then you better speak up on it. 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 Said if you want it, then you.
All right, man, we back. We back. What's up, brothers? T.
What's going
Hanford, D.
on?
Mac
What's
in the
happening?
house, along with yours
All
truly.
right, all right.
How y'all fellas doing, man? How was y'all weekend?
Doing good, man.
Man, all good. All
Oh,
good.
yeah, I see.
Today
Hey,
is
look,
the 9-year anniversary that we lost this brother.
man,
And the music industry ain't been the same.
never will be again. You know what I'm saying? That dude was real special, man. You know, was it on this day?
Yep.
Oh, it was on this day. That's right.
Yep.
21st, right. That is true.
21st.
Oh man, that's a cold thing, man. Yeah.
I thought it was a late April Fool's joke when I got the phone call.
Hey man, especially because the way it happened, and that dude was reportedly they had an emergency landing that he was experiencing some type of issues on the plane. They had to do emergency landing. They saw him going into the hospital,
Yep.
leaving out the hospital. Everything looked fine. Then he did a concert at Paisley Park,
Yep.
right? And
Yep.
and then what they say, what's his song say? Don't let the elevator get me down.
Yep.
And that's where he and that's where it happened at. I said,
Man, is that eerie or what? That's
not
eerie.
really to me. I think it's some crafty shit going on. I think I know what it's about because he had just got his masters.
Yeah.
He just got his masters. Yeah, and he hadn't even had the masters for shit. He got them like at the beginning of the year or something like that. He had just got them. And all that dispute he had with his record label, Warner Brothers or whatever, and for that to go down that way, you know, and then they talking about he didn't have no wheel, and so I'm like, come on, bro, this dude right here, and then the way they say,
me and D-Mac was talking about that will thing over the weekend, and I think the dude had a will. I think those attorneys, those powers to be, who he got his masters from, I think they had that will, and as soon as he died, they burned it. One copy, and it got burnt. Because, and I that's just my feel. I just think that he had something, and they were like, "Fuck you, we making sure we gonna get and keep our money." So,
well, his closest living relative was his sister, right?
yes, he had her, and then he had some other half brothers and sisters again, but all most of them were mostly in it for the money. Like I said, those guys got the money or got whatever they got in the estate, and then they sold everything. They gave all their rights away.
From my understanding, it's treated as like a monument, Paisley Park, right? Like,
Yep. Yeah.
you can go and visit it or whatever, and
But I still think people are allowed to go in musically and record when
who got all that goddamn music he had in that damn vault? That's what I'm talking about.
man.
Man, you know goddamn well he had like, man, thousands and thousands of songs, man.
They said he could put out an album for the next 20 years a month.
That's sick. That's a lot of freaking music.
That's a lot of freaking music.
Hey,
but
man.
you know what? In listening to some of the old stuff that did come out, you kind of understand why it never got released. Prince never did repeat a second album, so you didn't hear the same thing. You didn't go from 1999 to Controversy hearing the same type of music. It was always different. From Controversy to Purple Rain, it was always different. and I just think he wanted to leave that era alone. Once he did a bunch of songs for those albums that didn't get released at the time, and I just think he meant not to release that music for a reason.
Well, he's just a different brother though too. He was a strange dude. This dude would do a full on sessions, dog, and after they, for hours and hours, and then erase the damn debt after they was through. Like everybody, and
Yeah,
everybody
I
that
don't like
participated
that.
was like, "What the fuck, bro? Like, what the hell going on?"
Right.
Damn, Prince.
Gave me that.
Prince fucking with me. Hold on, y'all. Cut off my shit.
No, but it's some people in that camp, a couple of people in that camp whose names that I've said, but I won't say it on here for right now. Who know something more than what was thrown out, and I don't know if it has to do with religion. When someone passes away, they just let it go and leave it alone, or what. But somebody did something fishy.
The powers that be. I get to talking about Prince and shit. Goddamn, they cut off all my shit. Light go out and shit. But for that weirdo shit, man. Stop fucking with me, man. I ain't do it, dog. I'm just so telling that shit going on.
We just speaking some facts here. We just speaking some facts.
Exactly, man. He was he was a cold dude, man. Cold brother, man, and he would truly be missed, and his music, whatever he would. It's just remarkable that you'd be like, I wonder what he would come up with right now with all the shit that's going on right now. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Right.
What would his perspective be on the way the country is, and maybe and how he would have viewed the pandemic and everything else that's going on. You know what I'm saying? That would have been interesting. Him and Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's funny that
I was fortunate enough to, at a couple of concerts, I got to go on stage at a couple of concerts. So, and that was it's funny because the second time I got to go on stage when he was at Staples or whatever you want to call it now. And I'm on stage, and you remember when Jamie Foxx came out with that, don't look at him in his eyes. And so I'm on stage and I'm grooving. I'm looking at 20,000 people, and then I just kind of look to my right, and he's standing like a foot and a half away from me. And then you look at him, and you like, this pretty motherfucker right here. The dude is like, he's fucking flawed. And then you look into his eye, and for like that 1 second, I'm fucked up. I'm like, I done looked into this man. That dude was flawless, man. I mean, he I don't know, man.
He definitely had that godlike presence. You know what I'm saying?
But he was cool though. I mean, he stood next to me, kind of looked at me playing his guitar, and I kind of walked away because I didn't want to mess anything up. I didn't want to be the one to bump into him and knock him down, and then he break another hip. Let me move away from this brother.
Yeah,
it was all good though.
Yeah, I would see. It was just like him and Michael Jackson, they had that effect on people, man. Them girls, man, they just lose their goddamn mind, man. Just the sight of them, seeing them in person or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They just walk out and stand there. Don't even like
I said, I think Prince did it right. I just hope Michael did it right too. With all that he had at his disposal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I just hope he did it right. That's all I'm saying, man. I know he's a private person, you know what I'm saying, but a lot of people don't know all the stuff he used to do. So he, and I ain't gonna put it out there, but he was cool though, and shit, them dudes, musical geniuses, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Absolutely. Hey, so anyways, man, we at the NBA, man. This past the first game of the NBA went down, and man, we had some straight ass whoopings going on, bro. Nothing but ass whoopings, dog. I think only 2 games was close. I think, and I don't know.
I think so.
What do we attribute this to? Is the game really watered down, or maybe it's going to be some adjustments, and that's not going to be all that. It's going to be better than what it was. But look at these goddamn scores, man. Look at these scores, bro. Like, you getting beat by over 20 points and shit in the playoff games. Like this shit is ridiculous,
Right.
though. And the guy, we gonna get on the Lakers, but we ain't even talking about the Lakers, but we gonna get on their ass too, because you were at home. You should have been the one putting the BTA on them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they got blitzed at the house, man. Lakers looked old, slow, and short, not big enough, in the end, and a lot of people looked at that series, and I know that's only one game. It could have been a one off or whatever, but people like Lakers in five, stuff like that, man. Hey, Timberwolves, they was right there last year, man. They was right there. So this is not a bad squad you playing around with,
Not
and
a bad squad at all.
Anthony Edwards is a young star, and they feed off that man's energy.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be a tough series, man.
I heard Anthony Edwards' press conference after the game, and he kind of, he makes that comment, it's us against them, and we weren't supposed to be here. And I was like, bullshit. Y'all were supposed to be there. You got all-stars on that team. You got guys. That Minnesota's got guys on that squad. I mean, for you to sit up and say we weren't supposed to be here, no, you should have been there, and you probably should have been top 3 instead of 6.
Yeah.
So,
well, man, a lot of organizations, coaches use that us against the world thing as a battle cry.
Right.
That they use that to motivate young people who may not know how to motivate themselves. So and you hear it all the time. Nobody thought we could win. You're number 2 in the country. What do you mean nobody thought you could win? You know what I mean? You hear it from odd places and at odd times, and that was just one of them.
Yeah, what you need to be, what he need to be is saying is we were supposed to win. That's what you should be saying.
Right, because that's what kind of cocky he really is.
Right.
So that coaches use that as that rallying cry. Nobody thinks you're gonna win. Just us, just the people in this locker room, and and it makes them believe, and then they come in to these, press conferences and say that, and you're like, what do you mean nobody thought you could win? I put my money on you. You know what I mean?
For sure.
So
for sure.
It's like, so that part, that us against the world thing, that's no more than a motivational tool that coaches use to get players riled up.
I just want to. I don't understand what the hell OKC was doing. They was up by 51 in the third quarter, but they still got the damn starters in the game. And like Memphis never was that Memphis they was playing. Yeah, never had they never had a damn chance, and they playing they starters too. And like you said before, they could have went the whole quarter and not scored a point and still won the game.
Won that game.
But why you got the damn starters in the game? I mean, what kind of stupid? What if them fools got hurt? That's just some stupid shit. Especially in these areas when you talking about load management, all motherfuckers be load management. But you up by 51 points and you got your damn starters in the game in the fourth quarter.
Still got your starters running up and down the court. Man, everybody sit down. A second, third team, everybody get a chance to play when it's like that. Man, that was crazy.
Yeah,
it was crazy on both coaches. Mm-hmm. Both coaches had their starters in.
Yeah. Is that inexperience? Is that inexperience or what? Is that just inexperience?
Yep.
I think so. A lot of not paying attention to, time and place. Not paying attention to time and place. I think, man.
Well, Memphis got a. They don't have it. They just got an interim coach though, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Them and Denver got interim coaches, right?
Oh, you let Memphis fall out in this first round. Don't let them get swept. It's gonna be. Oh, I'm telling you, John Morant is so gonna be out of there. I just really have a feeling that Memphis is trying to start this whole thing over, and I don't think Morant's gonna be there. I think they're gonna it's gonna be a good big blockbuster trade in the NBA, and I think he's gonna be part of it.
Well, uh, that might happen anyway because all the little antics he be pulling the shit on the court.
That's
Trying to
right.
show up the commissioner and shit. They didn't.
Yeah.
He'd been fined. He'd been warned. First he was warned, then he fined. Then he tried to create other little shit. Like, okay, well I won't do that, but I'm gonna do this, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Be mature and don't do nothing. You know what I'm saying about that shit.
So this is
be
how
the
you
leader.
look. We as black people and those that are athletes that are in that stage, they feel they can do whatever they want, right? I can do whatever I want. I'm the name, the face of this team, and I can do whatever I want. Who owns the team? Ain't nobody black.
Yeah.
When they tired of you, they gonna get rid of you.
You gone.
Dallas, the same thing.
They'll find a way. They'll find a way.
The owner used the black man as a scapegoat. Get rid of Luka. I don't care. Just dump him. Bye. So they're the ones that run the team, and I don't care how good you are. If you fucking up some stuff, they gonna get rid of you. They gonna get rid of you.
I don't know what the hell it is, but you couldn't wait till after the season to fire the coach. I mean, damn, at least you right here at the tournament.
It's the
And
same
You're
thing
in
with
the
Denver.
playoffs, though. How you fire your coach on your way to the playoffs? I don't get that.
Yeah, Denver
don't
did
get
the
it.
same thing. Fire the coach.
What reason you give? What reason you give your team if you're the owner or GM or whatever that you fired the coach that led your team to the playoffs?
Because
You know what?
usually
You know what that's telling you?
about going in another direction.
Yeah,
We going to the playoffs. You want to go in the other direction? What are we trying to do?
and that's also saying the coach is gone and your ass can be gone too. So we holding auditions right now.
Obviously, you know what I'm saying. You trying to make a statement? That's definitely a one statement. You know what I'm saying? To fire the goddamn coach before you get to the tournament. I mean, that's ridiculous to me. I don't like. You could have wait. You could have put all that shit off until whatever happened. You know, and they fought to get in, and they got in. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, and they still got in. I mean,
they still got in.
Yeah, I don't get it. It must have. It kind of reminds me of what the Jets did with Salah over there. They was having a decent season and fired him. Fired him in there because they was looking for as someone else. They was obviously looking at Glenn the whole year, and okay, we're gonna go after him when it's over. Maybe there's somebody out there who Memphis wanted and wants, and they know he's gonna come available. That's all I can think of.
Yeah, and what's his name? Coach Algeron, when he was at LSU, won a national championship, and then they get rid of him a year later. The fuck?
It ain't even a what have you done for me lately.
Yeah.
Win a national championship, put 20 guys in the NFL, and that ain't good enough.
It ain't been back since. Ain't been back since.
Nope.
You know, that guy was a player's coach anyway. He was a player's coach anyway. You know.
Yep.
And I was pissed off at SC when they didn't hire him, and he was right there.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I don't. You know. You got all these people who think they know shit, don't know shit.
But he wasn't sexy at USC. He wasn't a size 32 with the Jim Palmer hairdo and saying all the right things and stuff. Algeron was wild. Algeron was out there. He had a different approach. So, and he wasn't no size 32. So,
all right, we got well, like I said, I just hope the second games are better than the first ones we watched, because that really after the halftime, your ass could really just turn to something else. You can go watch American Idol or some shit. I don't know. It was just
for real. It was.
I don't like watching bad product, and it just looked bad product to me.
Exactly.
Exactly. Last night's Golden State game was good.
Yeah. It was a 10-point game, and Houston closed it till I think 3 with like 4 minutes and some change to go in the game.
Because it was they was up to like 21 or 23, I think. They was winning.
Yeah, and that's the thing with Golden State. Golden State don't hold no lead. Yeah, Golden State don't hold the lead.
but I don't know if Houston uh, they got the guns to beat Golden State. I don't know if they have the wisdom.
They don't have experience, bro. They ain't got enough
Yeah, they
experience
don't
on
have.
the team. They most experienced guys they center, right? I think.
Yeah,
Yeah. They don't have enough experience, dog. And the way Steph shooting, man, this
he put up some shots last night, man. That dude.
that one from the logo. I was what the hell?
Yeah, yeah. I
I
mean,
said
he can
they,
really.
they panned the camera to Jimmy Butler on the bench, and he was looking like.
He
And then
just,
they
yeah,
asked,
he was in awe of it. He was like, "Oh my god,
he said
really?"
they talked to him in an interview afterwards. He said, "Man, look, I've seen this dude shoot shots like that, you know, and the cold thing is he know it's going in. It just he said it
Man,
just
he's
baffles me that
super
he knows
confident.
it's going in.
That's the thing. You get mad when he misses. Like, when other people can cross half court and shoot up something, you're like, what the fuck is he shooting? When
Bro,
when Curry does it and
it
he
just look like
misses
a
it, you
shot
mad.
went to it don't really look like no great form. It's just like you just throw that
Just,
bitch up.
and it's all net too. It just
Yeah,
goes all net. It don't hit the
I
backboard.
wonder how big that rim really looks in his eyes. That motherfucker must be real wide. Dog. You know what I'm
It
saying?
right.
must be in slow motion. It's just
'Cause
slow.
the arc on that ball, the arc and everything, it be high and it just comes down. I said,
It's
God,
crazy. Just come down in the hole. Come down in the hole.
the boy is magnificent. I got to give him, dog. He is magnificent.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
Redbone.
he's the greatest shooter we've ever seen.
Man, I had to
Damn
give it to
sure.
him, dog. Just the audacity to take the shot. First of all, not
Right.
unless to make the shot, but to take the shot. You know what I'm saying?
And ain't nobody gonna say nothing if you miss. Oh well,
That's the thing. He can shoot 45-footer. If he missed it, it's like. But if somebody else missed, he's like, "What the fuck are you shooting? What is that? Get out of
right.
here!"
Yeah. Dame Lillard got that kind of range too. He cold with his too.
Yeah,
But he
but
ain't
it don't go in like Curry's though.
yeah,
It
he
don't
ain't
have the
stuck though.
same flair. It's something different about that. I
Yeah.
think if they had a shoot off, I don't think he can hang with Curry in the
And
shoot.
Milwaukee, what the hell's going on with them too? Shit, Milwaukee, right?
Well, yeah, Dame been out, so
Uh,
he been out with that blood clot, but he's due back game 3. So they just kind of
series
in
might
that.
be over with. Shit, you know.
Hell,
Yeah,
you
they're
said
right.
it. It's Milwaukee. It's the name alone is there. You go, right there, Milwaukee.
Yeah, the series might be over with. But then D Mac, if he coming back game 3, shit, ain't got but one more. They might be down 2-0. Shit,
Right, right,
you
right.
know.
You're gonna have some trouble.
I mean, it ain't the end of all end, but shit, you close to it.
Yeah,
More than halfway there. That's for damn sure.
for real.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yep.
Absolutely.
I don't know, man. It's wide. It's kind of wide open. It's wide
Yeah.
open. Who's gonna win this championship? You don't know who's gonna step it up. But Troy and I were talking yesterday during the games, man, and I know the NBA is, they talk about wanting to build markets and the small market teams and all that stuff. But they got a bad potential finals right now. The two number one seeds are in Cleveland and Oklahoma City.
Mhm.
Ain't nobody watching that.
Man,
You
man.
gotta really love the game to want to watch that finals. You
I, I
gotta really love
I still believe Boston probably gonna come out of the East. I think Boston's still gonna come out the East. I don't think they'll.
it. And it possibly could, but if everything goes to form,
Yeah,
the two number one seeds are
yeah.
in very small markets.
Them
Very
two
small.
very good teams too, because they be ball. They got some ballers. They be balling.
Exactly.
They do be
They
balling. I gotta give them credit, man.
OKC is the youngest age average on in the NBA, but they got the best record.
They be
That's
balling
you
too,
know that looks good for their future and for now.
man.
Right now.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, so we got the NFL cracking on Thursday. We got the draft,
Yes,
and
sir.
this past weekend we had I don't know if y'all watched the Colorado spring game.
No,
Um,
I didn't check it
Yeah, see, they retired Travis and Shadur's jerseys. Did a little
Okay.
ceremony. And
13 and 12.
tw- 13
Thir-
and 12.
13
2
and no.
and 12.
13 and 12. That is Shadur Sanders' record as a starting quarterback.
Oh, at Colorado. Oh, at Colorado. Yeah. Hey, look, there was 1 and 12 the year before, so shit, he's still better than what that was.
I get it, but 13 and 12.
Yeah. Well, no, because he missed one game. He missed one game. He didn't play the last 2 games, so last year. But anyways, yeah, you're right though. Shit. But they said he set a bunch of records though at that school in the year he was there. He set a bunch of records. So, I ain't gonna knock it, man. It's like Prime said, man, why? Wait to give people their flowers, man. Give it to them
Oh,
while
and
they
I'm not knocking it, but 13 and 12, that ain't jersey retirement. Care if you threw for 10,000 fucking yards in the season.
yeah.
13 and 12. You don't win no national championship.
Didn't even win league. Didn't even win.
Didn't even win league. So
Is that crazy?
Yeah.
Hell, I'm gonna retire my jersey. I'm gonna fucking retire my jersey. We're gonna do a jersey retirement on here. I'm gonna retire my jersey.
I want my jersey retired too. Shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, but
we'll get our kids on here to talk us up and do the unveilings.
Hey man. Yeah, hey, look. So I guess you want this then. You want that right there. That's how you feel, man. That's how you feel. That's how you feel.
That's how I feel.
That's how you feel with them retired Shadur's.
I'm not there. I'm not there with it.
That's it. Oh shit.
Hey, for all what Reggie Bush went through at USC, that's a retired jersey.
Right.
That's a retired jersey. 13 and 12, that ain't a retired jersey.
Once again, you know what I'm saying? Shit.
And we could bring up Dion and his old lying ass about what he ain't never done before. We can either bring that up now, or you can wait for another day.
Oh man, shit. Oh man, I feel kind of weird talking about it because I'm a dude, man.
All right, then we'll leave it alone.
But they brought it up on their little podcast. You know what I'm saying? No, because that's gonna take too much. I'm gonna say that for tomorrow. We're gonna do that one tomorrow when we got.
Okay.
We got a 4 hours.
Some things, yeah, and I will say it. I'll say it tomorrow.
Yeah. I was gonna bring it up, man. I was like, it ain't set right with me yet, man, to be able to talk about stuff like that, man, with another dude.
Make you start wondering about yourself.
If it was a female saying it, I'll be more, inclined to do it. But a dude talking come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody at a young age got that much forethought or insight in the world not to. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Shit.
Right.
Please, man. First time a little girl brushed up against you want to know what that was about. Shit.
But yeah, what was that?
Yeah, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Shit.
And the fact that he did go to Florida State, so I'm sure he had a lot of downtime.
Man. Come on, man. You already know what it is. D-Mac, you got a word for us today? We about to get up out of here, man.
Yeah, I got a quick word. Let me pull out real quick.
Y'all get y'all pens and paper ready. Or your notebook. I tell you about this all the time. Y'all should be expecting this by now, goddamn it.
It's more work, more little word of advice. Little word of advice. A moment of weakness can cause you a lifetime of misery.
Damn, a moment of weakness. Oh man. That happened to me. That happened to me. Shit. I ain't afraid to say it. That happened to me. A moment of weakness cost me a lifetime. Shit. You know
lifetime of misery, bro.
Oh man, shit. You know what I mean?
Word of advice.
What? Man, anyway. That's the show for today, my people. Monday Madness. You know what I'm saying? Here's what we speak up on it. Kind K Show. You know what I'm saying? There you go, right there. He got it. We don't do what they
Be
call that.
kind to old,
We don't
be
do Morse
kind to old
code. We
people.
write shit on notebook paper. You know what I'm saying? That's how it goes right here. You know what I'm saying?
I had that in my old Peachy folder.
Anyways, man, subscribe to us on all platforms: Rumbo, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, X, and am I forgetting one? Oh, YouTube. There you go. YouTube. All right, we out of here, fellas.
Peace
Still
out.
today.
All right, y'all be good out there.
All right, peace.